Hi friends, it's Crystal here and welcome back to my cottage. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how we opened up our pool for the new season, and I'm going to share some tips with you on how to maintain your pool and keep it clear and beautiful all summer long. Now this is what our pool looked like when we removed our cover this spring. So our pool is very clear. The water is clear other than some leaves and debris on the bottom of the pool. So this lets us know that we did a great job closing our pool last fall. So you always want to see clear water. You don't want to see any green, swampy looking stuff when you take your pool cover off. And I'm hoping to have a video for you guys this fall on how to properly close your pool so that you guys can have clear water each spring too, starting out with. Now the first necessity you're going to need if you own a pool is going to be a pool net. You're going to want to dip your pool out daily to get all that extra debris out. And we're starting off with our pool net, just getting those bigger leaves and debris out so that it doesn't clog up our pool vacuum once we go to vacuum the pool. I will link this net in the description box below. It is very inexpensive. Now before we get our pump turned on and going, we need to fill our pool the rest of the way up. We always have clear treated water brought in from our local water treatment plant. So it cost us about $250 to continue to fill our pool the rest of the way up. And it is a game changer for our pool every single year. So this is tip number 1, is to fill your pool with clean, treated water. Do not use well water. So this is going to help keep your pool clear all summer. We do have well water here at the cottage, so we always choose to have treated water brought in, and it's going to save you money in chemicals. It's going to save you money in time. It's also going to help your hair, help your skin, because you're not going to have to use as many chemicals with already having this treated water brought in. Now that our pool is filled the rest of the way up, we are going to get our pump hooked up. So here my husband is just taking the hoses and he is reconnecting them from the filter to the pool. We always keep our pool pump stored in our garage for the winter months, just to save it from weather and wear. You're going to want to revert back to your pool manual according to what kind of pool you're working with. So we have a semi-inground pool here from the pool factory. I believe it is a 12 by 24 foot pool. And you can actually see how we installed this pool last year. I will link that video in the description box below as well. And please excuse the mess around our pool. We do not have our deck built yet. We are waiting to get that completed. So for now, we just have some washed out pea gravel, and we'll be adding some more pea gravel around the pool as well to kind of get it looking a little bit nicer. Now once all of your hoses are connected and your pump is up and running, I suggest you run your pump 24/7. This also makes for a clean and beautiful pool all summer long. Now one of my favorite things that we purchased last year was a pool frog filtration system. So that's what you're seeing my husband install here. This is the mineral packet for the pool frog. So it is a mineral filtration system, and it adds sodium chloride and carbonate to the water. And it also has a chlorine packet that goes in the center of this mineral packet, and it slowly disperses minerals and chlorine into your pool all season long. So this packet lasts all season. And then the chlorine packet, I think you change it out every few weeks. So again, you can learn more about that. I will also link that in the description. So tip number 2 is to get yourself a pool frog filtration system. It's going to save you time and money again on all those chemicals. You're not going to need all of those with the pool frog. Now, the pool frog is in no way a sponsor of this video, but it's such a great tool for keeping your pool clean, keeping your water softer, and it also does wonders for your skin and your hair as well. Now next we're adding a pool sock to our skimmer basket. This is also a very cheap but effective way to keep your pool clean. So this little pool sock is going to catch fine particles and algae and things like that that might go on past the filter and come back into your pool. So this little sock catches all of those things. I will also link this in the description box below. My husband is setting up the pool vacuum now. So we always put this sock on our skimmer basket when we are vacuuming out our pool. So again, what the pool picks up, which is a lot of those finer particles off of the bottom of the pool floor, this pool sock is going to catch all of that so that it doesn't end up back into the pool. Now some may get through and you will see that, but for the most part, it really does help catch a lot of unwanted debris. This pool vacuum is also a very budget-friendly vacuum. It is just a handheld vacuum, as you can see here. We're waiting to get a pool robot. I cannot wait to get a robot for the pool so that we don't have to do this by hand. But again, this is just a very cheap but very effective way to keep your pool clean. Now, when you're first opening up your pool, I suggest that you vacuum your pool out every day for the first 4 to 5 days. When you're vacuuming, it's going to stir up some things that are just lounging around in the water, and then it's going to fall back to the floor. So you're going to come out each day and see little particles on your pool floor. So you're going to want to get all of those good and vacuumed up, and that does take several days to do. So this is day 2 of vacuuming the pool. So you can see some of the residue that was stirred up but has fallen back down to the pool floor. So this is why it is necessary that you vacuum each day when you first open your pool. Now after you've got your pool up and running and all cleaned out, I suggest that you vacuum your pool at least once a week, vacuuming the bottom and vacuuming the sides. Again, this is going to help keep your pool clean and clear all season long. Now this is after one vacuum. This is the pool sock that we put on the skimmer basket. And I just want to show you guys how full of debris this sock is. So it did catch some bigger things just because we're first opening the pool. But I want you to look at some of those smaller particles that the sock caught on the outside. The sandy, the white looking algae stuff. So this is tip number 3. To wrap a pool sock around your skimmer basket. So again, this helps to trap and remove fine particles and algae. You can clean your pool sock with running hot water and bleach. And I just take this off every so often and keep it cleaned out. So I use the pool sock each time we vacuum. And then we just keep our pool sock on depending on how dirty the pool gets. We don't keep it on all season long. Now this is our main filter. You can see it's already starting to get a little dirty looking. So we're going to go ahead and take that out, and we're going to clean it with this Clorox pool filter cleaner. So you're just going to spray this all over the pool filter, and you're going to want to give it several good coats, kind of let it sit on there for a minute, kill all that algae and bacteria, and then you want to rinse that off. Now we do have well water here, and we're going to be using our water hose, so you want to make sure you do have some type of filter if you're using well water again. You can also choose to fill up a 5-gallon bucket, pour some of the Clorox into the 5-gallon bucket with some water, and you can let your pool filter soak. So again, when you're first opening up your pool, I suggest that you clean your pool filter once a day for the first week. And because again, it's going to be circulating some of that old water from previous pool seasons. So do this every day for about the first week and keep that filter good and clean. And then throughout the summer months, you want to clean your pool filter at least once a week, if not more. Again, according to how dirty your pool gets and how much it's being used. So just take that cap off and kind of look at your filter, and you'll kind of know if it needs to be cleaned. And again, keeping your pool filter clean is also going to help your pump. It's not going to run as hard if that filter is staying clogged. It's going to make your pump work harder, and it's going to wear your pump out a lot quicker. So not only is cleaning your filter helping your pool water and maintaining your pool water, but it's also going to keep your pump running a lot longer and add some life to that pump. So this is tip number 4, and that is to keep your pool filter cleaned once a day for the first week of opening your pool, and then once a week thereafter using Clorox pool filter cleaner. A clean filter adds to your pump life and keeps your pool clear. Now this is just a cute little light that we bought that goes over our skimmer. It's just a hoe cover, and this light changes color, so you can set it to any color that you want. But our kids love it. They love to swim at night and do a little night swimming. So it's nice to have this light in here. And I'll link that for you guys in the description box as well. Next, we're going to be adding chemicals to our pool. So tip 5 is to test your pool water to see what chemicals are needed when opening your pool and maintaining it throughout the swim season. Your local pool store can help you with your readings and finding the proper products to use when opening up your pool and for maintaining it throughout the season. So almost everyone needs an algae guard when they are first opening up their pool. This is just to get rid of any algae that has set up over the winter months. Again, if you close your pool correctly, you're not going to have very much algae. So according to the amount of gallons and size of your pool, that depends on the amount of algae guard that you'll use. We use 2 cups here, and we just pour it directly into our water. And then we just kind of took our hands and the pool net, and we just kind of stirred it around to get it rotated a little bit. Now again, we only use algae guard when we're opening up our pool. We don't have to use it all season just because we usually don't have a problem with algae in our pool throughout the summer. It stays relatively clear because we do proper maintenance and try our best to take care of it. Next, we're going to be using some liquid chlorine. This is a cheap bottle here, and we're just going to pour this directly into the pool as well. Now we do have the Pool Frog, which dispenses chlorine for us a little bit at a time, but because we're just opening up the pool, we're going to go ahead and give it a little bit of a head start with some chlorine here. And then we're going to be using some shock also. So algae guard, some liquid chlorine, and then a pack of of shock is what you need for opening up your pool. And here we just have the granulated shock, and we're just dumping that right into our pool. Now, we don't usually use the granulated and dump it right in. We usually use a different kind that you mix with water, usually because the granules kind of fall to the bottom and just stick there. But we already had this shock on hand, so we just decided to go ahead and use it. If you are using the granules, just kind of try to mix that up as best as you can so that it doesn't fall to the bottom of your pool. And again, you're going to want to shock your pool at least once a week throughout the summer months, and more than that if you have a lot of people in your pool or see it getting cloudy. And this cute little guy is just a temperature reader. It's showing that our pool is almost at 80 degrees, which is what we want. We've had it open for about a week now, and the sun has been shining every day and warming this water right up. And I'll link this little guy below as well. Now, because we don't have our deck built yet, we have a two-sided ladder to get in and out of our pool. We tuck this away in the garage during the winter as well. So we're just bringing that out, and we're giving this a good cleaning before we put it back into our clean pool that we just got finished. So my husband is using his pressure washer, and this little canister on the end is actually a foam cannon. So we put that liquid chlorine into that foam cannon, and then it foams up with the water that runs through it, and it's perfect for cleaning and disinfecting things that you're going to be putting back into your pool. Now, we bought this foam cannon to actually pressure wash our house, and we actually use this liquid chlorine and algae guard to pressure wash the outside of our house. So if you have green gunk growing on the outside of your house, this foam cannon is what you want, and use some pool chemicals to clean your house so it works wonders and brings all that green stuff off of the side of your house. So that's just a free tip there. That has nothing to do with the pool, but again, it is great for cleaning your house. So a pressure washer and a foam cannon, and I'll link that foam cannon below for you guys as well. And then this here is just a little mat that goes under our pool ladder, and it goes on the inside of the pool to protect the pool liner. So we have a lot of people that enjoy our pool, and constant in and out off of the ladder can really wear on your pool liner. So just having this extra pad and extra protection just gives us some reassurance that our pool liner isn't going to get holes in it. And I will link this pool liner as well for you guys in the description box. So this brings me to tip number 6, and that's to thoroughly clean anything being put inside of your pool, such as ladders, paddings, large pool toys, anything like that that may be going into your pool. So next we're just moving some of this pea gravel away so that we can put our pool ladder back in. We have little holes in the ground that our ladder sits into, and it just keeps that ladder from moving around and keeps it stable until we can get our deck built. And then we're just going to add some pea gravel back over that to kind of hold that ladder in place. I will also link this ladder for you guys. We love it because the outside pool stairs fold up, and this is a safety precaution until we can get our deck built. So that way our kids and even, our cats can't climb up into the pool if we're not out there. And now we've got our pea gravel all cleaned up. We've got our pool cleaned out. It's been about 2 weeks of cleaning and letting the water warm up, and now it's ready to be swam in. The water turned out so beautifully, and again requires little maintenance the rest of the summer, so we just really have fun enjoying it and not putting in a whole lot of work throughout the summer. A person can do nothing better than to eat and drink and find satisfaction in their own hard work. This too, I see, is from the hand of God. Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 24. Well, thank you so much, friends, for watching today's video. I hope you got some great tips for your own pool. As always, thank you so much for watching, subscribing, and commenting. And please, if you'd like to do a collaboration with me, you can always email me at chrisc737@hotmail.com.